Okay, so we are here again at the Dragon Day here at the museum at the Centre for Computing History in Cambridge, and what you are looking at here is something very, very rare. And you might be looking at one there, but actually, oh, there's another, and oh, there's another one over there and all. So Simon is here again to tell us a little bit about them.
Hi. So these are called the Dragon Professional, or the Alpha. They were never produced or sold. They only got as far as being ready for production before Dragon Data went bust, and that's a different story. So we've got 3 here today. We know that there are 5 plus a spare board in existence, and we know who has them all. But luckily today we have 3 owners with us, and we'll be able to demonstrate one of them running. So this one on the left here is the earliest prototype. This is a handmade top made at Dragon Data. If you look at the motherboard inside, it's got a lot of discrete logic where you would normally find an integrated circuit. So very much in development. These 2 over here were pretty much production ready. This lid on this one was made by its owner recently, as it originally came to us as just the bottom base with the motherboard in it, and in quite poor shape. It looked like it had been swimming, so it needed a little bit of TLC,
yeah.
And Richard made the top himself to match in. And the third one is a fully injection molded hard case, ready for production.
So this is the actual machine,
this is the actual one.
Just before production commenced.
Exactly, and that one's serial number 8.
Right.
From information we've had from Dragon Data employees, there are anywhere between 8 and 12 were made in the last days of Dragon Data before the factory was shut.
Wow.
So this one operating. A normal Dragon would boot into BASIC with a green screen. This has got a new boot ROM. It's got enough code to load a boot sector off a disk and execute and load OS 9. It was aimed at the business market, but it is Dragon 32 compatible. Right. Okay. So you can drop to BASIC and run Dragon 32 software as well.
So normally Dragon DOS would be off of a ROM chip in the side of a Dragon, but this one doesn't do that. In fact, does it have a ROM cartridge? It does have a cartridge slot.
It does have a cartridge slot, and it will take normal cartridges.
Right.
But yes, on a normal Dragon 32 or 64, the DOS cartridge would have the disk interface and the software in ROM. The disk interface chip is built into the motherboard, and the ROM doesn't have the full DOS on it. It just has enough code to load the boot sector. Okay. So actually, to load a disk operating system, you need a disk with the disk operating system on it. Yeah. So you're bootstrapping. And if we tell it to start the disk, it will now load DOS from disk, and then you can interact with it as you would normally a normal Dragon. If I had put an OS 9 disk in, it would boot OS 9 and you'd be running that operating system.
Right. So that looks a little bit more
exactly
Dragon-like.
Find a Dragon, and we'll run the only game we have that is written for this. What's inside this machine is a Dragon 64 with a disk controller chip, an AY sound chip, which the normal Dragons do not have, and a modem, a 1275 modem.
Right, because it's for business use.
Exactly. However, this game was modified by Dragon Data to make use of the AY sound chip, and it is the only one we've got. And as you'll see, it just loads from DOS and works as normal.
Fantastic. Megapede. Cool. So, can we hear it, or?
It's not that great. We know it's using it, but it's not worth hearing, I'm afraid.
Okay. Okay. So, obviously, that's probably an unfair question. Bearing in mind these are development machines, there's probably things that are still completely unfinished within them, maybe, and not the best use has been made of all the different parts of it as well. So, but that's cool. That's very cool. So this is a range of machines. They're all the same machine, but that just never saw the light of day. Real shame. So you can just imagine the last days of Dragon and these things just about to be going into production, and they're just never happening. Real shame. This one kind of sums it up really, looking a little bit knocked about and in bits. But there you go. So you won't get to see these very often. They are here today at the Centre for Computing History. Thanks to the Dragon guys who have brought these in. And I believe that 2 of these have been donated. Is that right, Simon?
Excellent news.
That's not true, unfortunately. But hey, it's nice to have them here for the day anyway. So there you go. The Dragon Professional. Is that the name of it? The Dragon Professional, right? Okay. So the Dragon Professional there at the Centre for Computing History today. So thanks a lot for watching.